Hey guys, it's Logan. Today I'm going to tell you how to properly bag groceries. I know that this is probably a no-brainer task to most of you, however there is a wrong and right way to do this. Not only to help you, but to prevent any cross-contamination and to keep you healthy overall. So normally you would do this in a checkout line and you would, whether it's the self-checkout, which is what I prefer because I can control where things go, or you go to the normal checkout line and you can tell them how to place them in the bags, or you can just do it yourself. So I am one that really enjoys bagging groceries, which is kind of a weird quirk of mine. I just kind of like to know where things are when I'm unloading when I get back to the house, and overall it's kind of fun. So I really enjoy using the environmentally safe bags. There are the plastic bags that everyone else has used, so anywhere you go, paper or plastic, this is the plastic. But I'm going to start with step one, and step one includes grouping your foods in the right way. So there are multiple different groups, and that is cans, fragiles, produce, meat, and cleaners. And I know you're probably wondering why you group these foods, but I'm going to tell you. So fragiles and heavy things such as cans go with the golden rule of bagging, which is heavy things on the bottom and light things on the top. Another group is your meat. You have the fresh meat that is, when you buy it, it's raw, so you cannot place it with things such as cleaners because the cleaners can get chemicals into the raw foods, and if you place the raw foods with your fresh produce, it could be some cross-contamination. So, where I like to start is with my frozen foods, because when I get home, I can just take the bag and go straight to the freezer, unload, and not worry about it. So I have ice cream, and I have some vegetables, and some garlic bread that all go in the freezer. And a helpful tip is that when you do bag the frozen foods, this can help with retaining some of the temperature and keeping it all cool inside there. Now, going with the cans, they obviously all go on the bottom. Canned foods are literally anything, soups, fresh or green beans, corn, really any type of can. There can be canned meat also that is perfectly fine with going in here. And once you put the cans at the bottom, you can put more fragile things on top, such as chips, bread, etc. So I'm going to place my bread right on top of the cans, and ultimately I know that it will be safe. So going with some of the plastic bags, I place my eggs in its own container because I do not want to risk the eggs getting crushed at all by anything else. It would just ruin it. And when placing some of the other foods, another helpful tip would be using some of the box items as just kind of a placement. When you're placing other things in there, it can help set up the bag into like more of a parallel, structure. So I place the squares I place the boxes in a square, and then I can place other things such as some dairy products in there, which I have my cheese cubes, and then even I have fresh produce that I can place in there as well. Now I have just placed apples in there, so it's going to be a little bit heavier, and so I really like to double bag. This prevents any, ripping of the bags when you're carrying them out into your car, and ultimately breaking the bag where you have to chase down them through the parking lot. So, like I said, meat products go by themselves. You don't want any cross-contamination with any of your other foods to cause illness. That would just be awful, and we need to all stay safe. So I place those in there. Now I'm out of bags, but in the end, I place all my cleaners together. So this is anything you clean with, toilet cleaner, wipes, anything with chemicals you place together. You do not want it touching your food where you would, again, get sick. So ultimately, you just really want to make it easier on yourself. Once you get home, it's easy to unload and you just know that you're safe and you don't have to worry about anything transferring. I do go straight to my frozen foods to put those away and then unload steadily, and that's how I like to do it. So I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.